Arne, obviously, I have to ask you about the other night and what Mo Salah had to say in light of the Leeds game. First of all, do you feel he was referring to you when he said he feels like he's been thrown under the bus and that someone wants him out? And how do you feel overall about what he's had to say? What is your response, even particularly given he said that your relationship with him had broken down?
You knew you only got 3 questions, so you thought, let's ask 5 questions in 1 question.
It's kind of in different parts, isn't it, A, B, C?
So now, which question would you like me to answer first?
Well, do you feel he was referring to you when he talked about being thrown under the bus? And
the only one who can answer that question is Mo himself, so I can guess, but I don't think that's the right thing to do in this moment of time. So it's hard for me to tell who he means in that situation, to be honest.
So have you spoken to him then, and how do you feel about what he's had to say overall as well? Again, going back to the fact that he said that your relationship with him had broken down.
We've let him know that he's not traveling with us. So that was the only communication that's been there from us to him. Of course, before Saturday, the two of us have spoken a lot. Sometimes longer, sometimes shorter. And then your second question was? Do
you feel your relationship has broken down with him?
No, that's not the way I feel. But he has the right to feel how he feels things. I haven't felt that at all till Saturday evening for sure, because I think when I didn't play him anymore, usually players don't like the manager then that much, but he was very respectful to my staff members, to his teammates, and he trained really hard. So to an extent, it was a surprise for me that when I heard after the game that he gave the comments he gave. But as I said, it's not the first and not the last time that when a player doesn't play, he I'm not sure if he was emotional or not, but that he says something something similar to what he did. But I think my reaction to that is also clear, and that's that he's not here with us tonight.
Will he be considered for selection against Brighton at the weekend? And what will it take to resolve this situation long term now?
No, I think we are sitting here on an evening before a big game, a big fixture for us, Inter Milan. And there was only now maybe 36 hours between the moment we've conceded the 3-3 against Leeds and the moment I'm sitting here now. And I think you can understand as well that I've tried to prepare my team in the best possible way for the game tomorrow evening. So the most thoughts I had are about tomorrow. And in the meantime, we've decided what I just said, not to take him with us to this game. And after tomorrow, we will look at the situation again.
Richard.
Can you approach more the micro, please?
No. I can hear you, yeah.
You say it's a short term to the out of the squad, and you see a scenario where
I'm a firm believer that there's always a possibility to return for a player. So, but that's not. So yeah, I can leave it with that, I think.
And how was his reaction in the conversation you had today?
A short one.
Ian Dennis, Live.
Hi, Arne. You say that you've spoken to Mo quite a few times in recent weeks. I just wonder, he was a substitute twice in his first 18 games this season. What or why has he then only been on the bench for the last 3 games? What prompted that change?
I think we as a team struggled this season and already last season more and more with the game plans other teams had against us. So I'm not only talking about the long ball style, which is something team mainly do against us now. So I've tried to come up with solutions because this is my job, and we've tried many things. And we looked very vulnerable, in my opinion, after all the things I've tried against Forest and against PSV. And then I decided to play with an extra midfielder in the game against West Ham, where we won the game. So I decided to do it one more time against Sunderland, where at half-time I brought him in. And against Leeds, we faced a 5-3-2, where I've decided to play a 4-4-2 diamond, if you want to look at it like this, with 𝐁𝐕𝐄𝐀𝐾 a bit off the right side and 𝐁𝐑𝐄𝐀 𝐏𝐋𝐀 a bit off the left, with Florian Wirtz in between. And I could have played Mo as well off the right instead of Hugo, but I decided to play Hugo.
Hand on heart, do you think he's played his last game for Liverpool?
I have no clue. I cannot answer that question at this moment of time.
James Pearce.
Arne, it's been such a difficult time for the team anyway. This has heaped more negativity on it.
Yeah.
Do you feel like your authority has been undermined? Do you feel let down?
Again, two questions in one. I don't feel my authority is undermined. Is that the way you say it? It's not the way I feel it. And the second question was?
Just in terms of, does it make your life even more difficult during such a difficult period anyway?
If that was even possible. But it's not about me. If my life is difficult, yes or no, that's not very important in a situation like this. It is if it's more difficult for the team and for the club. And I think no one likes us to be in the situation we are in at the moment. First of all, it's difficult to see that staff members that work so hard on a daily basis, they are affected by the situation we're in now as well. Mainly because of the results, seconds of all, about what this has done as well. So that's not a good thing for us as a team. And that is where I'm mostly, where my thoughts go to, not towards me. I'm totally not, okay. Because I'm the manager, I have to pick a team, so to a certain extent I'm important in this situation as well. But the focus that I have at the moment is completely on the team and not on me at all.
Question each for Adam, Lewis, Hamza.
Hi, Arne. When Mo said that he felt he was thrown under the bus, do you understand that frustration? Do you understand why he would say such things?
Then I should know what he exactly means with it. So, and that is difficult for me to know what he exactly means with it and why he says this and who he's referring to. And
so you've not had that conversation?
No, not what he meant with those words. No, we just. So I think usually I'm calm and polite, but that doesn't mean I'm weak. So if a player says have these commands about so many things, then it's about us as a club to react, and we reacted in a way you can see now that he's not here.
Lewis?
Arne, do you think it's obviously a frustrating situation for you personally, but do you think you could have done anything differently to avoid this happening, to avoid it getting to this point where Mo feels like he has to go and vent his frustrations?
Then I should find out exactly why he said what he said, and but then I have to guess a little bit if that's not only because he doesn't play. Then the answer to your question could be just play him every single time. But maybe that's not the reason why he said what he said. Maybe there's something else why he has this opinion. But if it is, but that I don't know. Is it about me not playing him? Yeah, then the answer could be what could I have done differently playing him. But maybe that's not the reason why he thinks and feels this way. And he has every right to feel what he feels. But he doesn't have the right to share it with the media. He has that right, but then it's up to us to react on it.
Hamza.
Hi, Arne. When was the last time that you spoke to Salah? Just because Salah mentioned that his relationship with you had broken. Are you on speaking terms?
Yes, we were. Yeah. But it doesn't mean we were always agreeing on things, but I spoke to him twice in the week before, in the 2 days before Leeds.
Have you spoken to him since Leeds?
No. I already said that a few times. Yeah, he was on the training ground today, and I told him that he didn't travel. Yeah, but that's not speaking to someone, in my opinion. Yeah, that is speaking to someone, but it's not having a conversation in your room. But I had that twice in the lead up towards Leeds. One a little bit longer and one a bit shorter, but I'm not going to go into the details if that's going to be the next question. But
Sorry, just to clarify, you mean when you say you spoke, it was just to the group and he was there? Is that what you mean? In training?
Yeah.
Yeah, but not specifically like.
Yeah, I communicated towards him that he wasn't traveling. Yeah.
Thank you.
Guys, I think we should finish questions on Mo. We've done 10 minutes on Mo, so if we could focus on the game now. So at the front on the game.
Just the last one.
No, not on Mo. On the game.
Okay, so with let's pass to the game. Coach, to face a team like Inter with so many winning streak, what's the challenge between that for a team that is having a tough time like yours?
That we face a very good and strong team that has done really well this season in the league and in the Champions League. That has been a big force in the Champions League for the last 3 seasons. Twice playing the final and once going out on penalties against Atletico Madrid, which unfortunately we did last season against Paris Saint-Germain. So yeah, we know we are going to face a very strong team tomorrow, and that's always the biggest challenge there is in a game. It's always the team you face and individuals you face, and they have a very disciplined team, a very experienced team as well, and a lot of quality.
Good evening. As far as I know, 𝐁𝐑 𝐏𝐋𝐀 and Federico Chiesa did not arrive today to Milan. Why?
Federico is ill, so that is poor timing, you could say, but yeah, it's not something you can do anything about. So we are monitoring his situation. If he has an amazing recovery, which we doctors don't expect, he might travel tomorrow, but let's have a fair expectation. That's not what I expect. And 𝐁𝐑 𝐏𝐋𝐀 unfortunately picked up an injury in the last game we played against Leeds, and he will be out for a few weeks.
Yeah.
Hi, thank you for me, Sport Italia. Mr. Slot, I wanted to ask you first, what do you see different in this Inter trained by Cristian 𝐐𝐕𝐄 compared to the one that reached the Champions League final last year? And then listening to your answer, if you can be more specific on the illness of Federico Chiesa, I mean, why is injury?
Oh, it's difficult to be more specific. I don't know if anyone wants to hear what he exactly has. But he came in this morning.
We'll speak to you after.
Yeah. And
yeah.
So he's ill. If you're very interested in what he exactly has, then yeah. And the other question was, if there I see more similarities than differences. So same system. I think I'm correct if I say all of them the same players. Am I correct then?
Almost.
What I expect as a starting lineup, let's put it that way.
As a starting lineup, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So yeah, probably he did a few things he brought into the team himself, but I think the way they press high up the pitch, lower up the pitch, I see more similarities than I see differences between Inzaghi and 𝐐𝐕𝐄. But I think it's quite normal if you take over a team that plays the Champions League final, then there's every reason to keep doing what you are doing, in my opinion.
The middle.
Good evening, Filippo Conticello, Gazzetta dello Sport. What do you think about Cristian 𝐐𝐕𝐄, a young coach that is growing a lot in this season, and his football style in this new Inter?
Yeah. Now, well, if I think about Cristian 𝐐𝐕𝐄, I think about the player because he played at Ajax. I even think I played against him. Very good defender, but also very comfortable on the ball. And I think you can see this with his team as well. So his team defends really aggressive in a high press, can defend the box. Maybe as no other team in the world, but are also able to bring the ball out from the back. So a lot of things that he characteristics that he had as a player that I can see in his team as well.
Last question at the back.
Good evening, Mr. Slot. I'm Alessia Scurati for Tuttosport. I would like to ask you. We cannot see Chiesa this time on the pitch, but since you've seen it in the last weeks and in the last months, training all days with you and with the team. In the last week, Italy's manager, Gennaro Gattuso, said that the only reason why he is not coming with the Italian national team is because while they're speaking, Federico Chiesa said he is still not feeling good enough in this moment to come back. So I would like to ask you, do you think that the moment which he will be able to come back, or when he was feeling good enough to come back, is near? And would you like to see him in the Italian national team? Do you think that he has all the cards right enough to come back with the Italian national team? Thank you.
It's not easy to answer. I think he has, but I don't think it's up to me to decide who should be selected for the national team of Italy or Holland or England. I'm very happy to see that Federico is in a much better place this season than he was last season. He struggled a lot last season with his fitness, and this season he's been much fitter than he was last season, and as a result of that, he also has had more playing time than he had last season. And the moments that he played, he also had a few very good moments. So yeah, like I said, it's up to the Italian manager to decide if he wants to select him, yes or no. But yeah, I like him as a player and I like him as a person. So so yeah, that's it.